Now, elections are an essential part of the democratic process and organization. It means to manage political competition. But when political process fails in this regard, elections can spark violence, resulting in the worst-case scenario. I have here in the studio a representative from the Small Arms Commission who will talk us through a project that they have launched. And this project essentially is christened Ballots without Bullets. It's supposed to help us deal with the election violence, looking at the current killings and robberies and violence as we inch closer to the December polls. The representative here today is Leonard Tete. Leonard, you're welcome to the show. He's also programs officer? Senior programs officer for the Small Arms Commission. Yes. Thank you very much for coming. Do tell us a little bit about Ballot and Bullet.
Okay, so thank you very much and thanks for having me. A very good afternoon to our cherished viewers. It is important to note that everywhere in the world, elections have been seen as one of the means by which arms are procured by various factions to try to kind of influence the electoral process. We've had quite a number of examples around, especially in West Africa. We've seen how elections has resulted in countries being ridden with weapons. We, as a country, we don't want to go that line. And in line with the mandate of the Commission, where the Commission is required to kind of educate and sensitize our population on the dangers of small arms, we have adopted a program which we have termed Ballots Without Bullets. Essentially, it's an election, voter education project, which is aimed at advocating for peaceful election, non-violence, and the non-abuse of weapons during our election year.
Okay. Do you have a specific target, as in, are you targeting, first of all, give us an idea how it will look like. Will we see people, maybe the Commission partnering with the Ghana Police Service, for example, to go around looking for arms? You know, there's this amnesty program that you have. Is it going to be something like that? Or is it going to be specific messaging targeted at the general public?
Okay, so this is basically an education and advocacy program. One of the ways of influencing people is through education, and one of the means of halting proliferation of small arms and light weapons is through sensitization and awareness raising. If the population is aware, or the citizens are aware of the dangers that is associated with abuse of small arms and light weapons, usually we have them complying, and it's helping in the security situation. So this project particularly is targeting at our political class, the various youth groups, the various vigilante groups, if there is, various interested groups. We are going to appeal to them to not allow guns to take part in these elections. We shouldn't allow weapons to be part of our electoral process. Anywhere in the world, election disputes has never been able to be solved with guns. It's jaw, it's talking. It's peaceful ways of talking rather than resort to the use of weapons. So
how are you going to meet them? Are you going to meet them as in face-to-face meetings in a sort of town hall, or are you going to talk to them via Zoom somehow, or are you going to just put messages in the various media or on the various media, traditional and digital media platform, to reach out to them?
Okay, so it's a mixture of all the things you've said. But we're starting the Ballot Without Bullets with a media launch on Thursday. The media launch will be addressed by Dr. Ibn Chambers. And then we will have various personalities, national personalities. We have the Electoral Commission giving us a statement. We have the Ghana Police Service, the IGP will also be delivering a statement. National Commission on Civic Education will be delivering a statement. The National Peace Council will be delivering a statement, and of course, we, the Executive Secretary of the Commission, will also be delivering a statement. All these statements are geared towards peace and the need for peace during and after our elections. After which, we have identified with the help of the Ghana Police Service, what we call the election hotspots.
Okay.
And then during this period, we will be visiting these hotspots, which have been identified as areas that are prone to violence, especially during elections. And with the support of our partners, that is the German Federal Foreign Office and the United Nations Development Program, we will be going to these hotspots to have direct engagement with the political parties, all political parties, We'll be having engagement with various youth groups, any identified group, especially macho men. These are people that normally politicians fall to try to cause mayhem during election. We want to talk to them and let them understand that, listen, election is about choices. It's not about violence.
Wow, that sounds like a nice idea. So you launch it on Thursday,
yes,
and it runs through till the end of the elections, or how is it going to be? It
runs through to the end of the year. The project runs even after the elections. In the event that we find that after the election, we still identify a number of hotspots, we will quickly move in with our advocacy program and appeal to conscience, talk to people for them not to resort to weapons in settling their political scores.
Now that sounds great. For people who have been listening to you, what should they take away from this interaction that we've had today?
Thank you very much. Before I come to that, let me express our gratitude to the German Federal Foreign Office for their financial support, and also to the United Nations Development Program for partnering us for this project. Now, I have been saying this in various platforms that I go to, that first of all, guns do not have legs. Guns do not traffic themselves. It is human beings that traffic them. Now, security in this country is just not at the helm of the security services, just a responsibility of the Ghana Police Service. It is a shared responsibility. Now, we know, as a country, as a people, those trafficking these weapons just do two things. They kill and they maim. It might not be you, but it could be a close friend, a relative, or any other person. Please, this election, let's take the guns out of it. Let's vote in peace. Let's express our divergent views in peace. But no, let's not resort to the use of weapons in this election. Thank you very much.
And thank you so much. I think last week I had an engagement with your boss, and we had some details that he needed to clear up. So hopefully in the course of the week, whilst you launch this program, we'll also get the details on that particular one. I understand that you're not equipped with those details at the moment, but just a reminder to the Commission that we'll be looking forward to clearing up those details and sharing it with our viewers. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Leonard Tete is the project coordinator for Ballot Without Bullets. It's a project being run by the Small Arms Commission with support from GIZ and is it UNDP?
Yes.
UNDP and GIZ, and the aim essentially is to target people who are key stakeholders when it comes to securing our security. Well, that's a play on words a bit, but essentially about making all of us secured, even as we go towards the polls on 7th of December.